Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea and this is Sew with Andrea. Today I am going to make a cushion cover. This fabric is a leftover fabric I have and I wanted to use it up. I don't want to cut it because I don't want to waste the fabric. However, I'll be cutting off this small piece. It's about an inch. It's about an inch and a half, and the only reason why I'm cutting it is because it is sliced. So I'm just going to cut it across. This should be about 20 by 20. So let's see, I'm going to cut from there. Yes, this is going to be 20 by 20. Let's mark this out and cut it to get it accurate. To measure where the slit is. So it is 1.5 inches. So I need to get another 1.5 inches from here so that I have the correct amount. And I'm just going to mark there. And I'll just mark. This is tailor chalk I'm using to mark. It is easily removable. So I just cut like that. Okay, so just firmly cut. That's it. So I take this little piece off. Yeah, to make a cushion cover, it's quite easy. All you need for that is your fabric. You can use any fabric of your choice and a zipper. I would advise that you use a zipper that is longer than the fabric or long enough. Yep, 20 by 20. There's a little piece here. Just need to knead that up. Okay, knead that up nicely. And I'm just going to cut off a little piece just to make it nice and taut. Be careful when you're cutting because I would say measure twice and cut once, because look, I almost ruined the fabric. It wouldn't be ruining anyway, but yeah, measure twice, cut once. Okay, because I nearly lose a little piece of the panel there. So I'm just going to cut this off. I would advise, if you can, get yourself one of these cutting mats, because it will help you to get you whatever you're cutting straight. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here now. Just line this up. You don't want your thing look wonky when you finish. You want to make sure it's nice and neat and tidy. Okay, so I'm using this is 22 inches and it is fine. As I said, it's better. Quarter of an inch. So I'm gonna fold quarter of an inch. I just eyeball it because I know where quarter of an inch is. You can measure it, but I'll just eyeball it. So quarter of an inch both sides. This fabric will not fray, and for that reason I'm not going to serge the edges or anything like that, because this closure will remain inside. So this is how the zip is going to look. Okay, it could be like so. Okay, so now I'm going to pull my zip, line that up. This is where I'm going to sew. I'm going to line this up like so. Take it to the sewing machine. I'm now going to attach the zip, and I've changed out my regular foot, and this is now the zipper foot. It looks different from the normal zipper foot because this is a Bernette machine, so the foot is different. This machine has a thread cutter. This little scissors that you see there, this is a thread cutter. So I don't need to use this bit of my machine. It's, you know, but you can use what you have. So as you can see, that's one side of the zip. This is how it's going to look. Yeah, nice and neat. Okay, now for the next side. Now I'm going to do the other side of the zip. I want the stripes to be aligned, and so I'm going to put a pin here because I want the sides to be aligned. Okay, so this goes like so. Cover, so I bring it like that. On this cushion, I want to have a fold where the zip is hidden. So I'm bringing the second part about an inch over, less than an inch. I just want to cover it. I want to make the zip hidden. I have to ease to get through here. Put the presser foot back down. This is what it looks like. So go all the way up, and it's like that. So now I'm just going to sew this bit. You must open the zip, because if you don't open the zip after you finish making the cushion, you will not be able to get in it because it closed. Buys me some time. When the thread break, you have to stop and fix. So this goes there, here, and here, sorry. I'm rethreading the machine. This machine here tells you exactly where to put the thread. You just follow the diagram and it tells you where to put the thread. This machine sews everything. It can sew leather, even rubber, plastic. This can sew everything. It have different features, different feet, which I'll talk about another day. I'm going to change this foot for the regular foot. And to change this, you lift the presser foot, and there's a button here that you just spin like that. And this is what the zipper foot looks like. So I'm going to place it back here, and I'm going to put on the regular feet the same way, just lift it up. However, this machine, I need to place it back in the center. I think that's it. If it's not in the center, it will break the machine needle. Now I have attached the zip. I have left the opening, because if I don't leave an opening after sewing all the four corners, 1, 2, 3, all the 3 corners, I won't be able to get into the cushion covers. Straight stitch. So I leave the needle down and I turn it around. I always prefer to leave my needle down so that it keeps in place, keep the fabric in place. Okay. So now when you're sewing on a sewing machine, you do not need to pull the fabric. The machine, the feed dog itself underneath the machine pulls the fabric. You just need to guide the fabric along and the machine will do the rest. Don't pull on your fabric. So I'm nearly up to the top. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. I'm going to cut the zip. I'm also going to trim the edge. Try not to cut into your fabric. And I'm also going to trim the edge. Try not to get into your fabric. So I'm going to turn it over. So I bring this in because I need it to nice finish. And also here. So we just need to poke out the corners so that you don't have any sharp corners. So try not to cut through your stitches when you poke the corners out. Here, fold this in. Poke this bit out as well. And this is your finished cushion. I pull my zip and you can see the zip is fold over. So the zip is fold over. This is how it's going to look. Okay, this is how it's going to look on the cushion. That's the zip. Yeah, there's it, and it's hidden when it goes on. Okay. So this is what it would have looked like. However, because this fabric is a larger piece of fabric, larger than the cushion, but I wanted to make it this way because I didn't want to cut the fabric. So this is the cushion cover. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be making the tote bags in my next video.